Pre-Market Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin with you on what has turned out to be a pretty quiet day, all things considered. We are flirting with unchanged on the session. Joel, walk us through what has happened today in the S&Ps.
This is all Spencer's fault. This is the second day in a row that the market was holding up okay, and then I get on the horn to do the prep for the show, and the market completely falls out of bed. So we have a Spencer Israel sell program going on right now. We were hanging out at unchanged. We just are diving towards the lows of the session. Current low is 28.4350. We're shaking the leaf there at 28.45 even. I don't have any support until we get down to Tuesday's low at 28.2475. I doubt that we'll see that. Some other technicians might have some other levels in between them, but we are making new lows for the session here as we go into the 3:42 minute here. Big reversal in crude. You hit 27.98, and then you talk about a rug pull. They pulled that rug out and then some. Came all the way down to 24.55. Not sure where it went off at the cash close, but trading down 84 cents here at 25.65. Gold under 1,700, down $20 at 16.9080. Silver in the red as well. That's down 5.5 cents at 15.055. And Bitcoin poised to post its first daily close over 9,000 since what is that? Since what? March or April? No, come on, data window. Since March 6th, Bitcoin has not closed over 9,000. Since March 6th, the close on that day was 92.35. The close on the previous day was 92.65, closing above both of those levels. So good day for Bitcoin. Mr. Israel, besides
Yes.
tanking the market here in the last hour, what do you want to talk about?
Well, yeah, I mean, yesterday the market tanked in the final hour, because of a few Fed speakers. Trump is speaking right now, so I'm imagining a lot of the volatility is a direct result of whatever he's saying. He's talking about China, he's talking about meat shortages in this country, so the market's probably moving off of his comments
But he
right
made a
now.
specific comment to Wendy's, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, he's talking about meat shortages in this country, so Wendy's is
No,
part of that.
you know what? I'm not going to
But
preach, but is meat that good? Can people start eating a little bit of healthier? Like everyone in the world eating Beyond Meat? I mean, come on. I mean, that's where we're heading. But
well,
let's go.
you would assume everyone's eating Beyond Meat based on what the stock is doing today. You would assume
Yeah, let's start with
everybody.
that. Let's start with that puppy.
This one never really stopped.
Good report this morning. I don't know. I'll say I'll give myself like a B on my pre-market call. I said 112.80 was a good level, and the way it was leaking, I was thinking 112.80 might be the high. But it took out that 112.80. It had no problem with the recent high, the move at 116.64. It's hit 125. What do we have there? We have a 122 levels to keep an eye on in Beyond Meat. 126.10, February 20 high, and then 129 even. That was your February 19th high. So good day, good follow through on earnings. Nothing to say bad about the stock.
Yeah, it's a story here. It's a story here. Speaking of stories, Peloton is also a story, and this one has earnings after the close today. I think they're gonna be out. Let me check. I think it's 4:05 is an approximation. Yeah, 4:05 is when they'll be out, or they're expected to be out after the close today,
Full disclosure.
based on prior reports. And this one is just ripping into the report here. I know you own it, and I know Dennis owns it, and I bought a handful of shares today just to play into earnings. So this is not going to be a long term thing for me. I'll get out tomorrow, win or lose. But we all own this thing right now.
Yes. Oh boy, this first time all three of us have owned the same thing?
It might be. It might be. Yeah.
We could this could be the PMPP, the pre-market prep portfolio. I own it. I full disclosure. I own it. Full disclosure. I'm not selling it. full disclosure, I had a great workout this afternoon.
Oh my
I
goodness.
pulled myself away from the computer,
Enough with the
a-
workouts.
and I did I did a half hour with Ben, and arms and Spencer, you got to come over and do it. You wear a mask, and then we'll get you a workout on there. It's a good workout. That's
I
all I can tell you.
I believe it. I believe it.
I haven't swam in 3 months, man. Come on, come
Yeah,
on,
I'm sure you're dying,
Ben.
but
It's Peloton. You're not spelling it right. It's not Peloton. It's Peloton. No A in there. It's an E. I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm not buying it. I'm not selling it. I'm just sitting with my lot, and it'd be interesting. Dennis is itching to sell it like the whole day, so I wonder if he getting out ahead of the report.
okay. So my logic was this feels like it could pull Beyond Meat tomorrow. That's I bought it. I bought it this morning. For that reason,
Really, Spencer? Wow.
it just feels like. I mean, whatever they say doesn't it'll be good, but it feels like it's hot regardless. I don't know. And even if it gets cracked after hours, I bet you the buy the dippers come in tomorrow morning. So I could be wrong, and I'm gonna sell tomorrow regardless. But this one just feels like a story to me right now.
It's a COVID story, and I want to address something that Aramis is saying there. Who can afford $1,000 bike with no money? It's we bought first of all, I bought this thing in January. Okay. This was way before the COVID-19 crisis. The reason I bought it is because my wife can't get to the pool as often as I can at 5:36, in the morning, and she wanted something to work out. And they don't let you pay for it up front. Okay.
Oh, so
They
you have to finance.
so no, but then there's no finance charge. You're exactly right. I'm arguing with them. I'm like, I'll just give you the 3 grand. I don't want to pay finance charges. It's like, no, 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 no. So I pay, I think, $65 for the bike a
Okay.
month, and then that ends at a certain time, and then I pay for the app. And on the app, we've shared it with 30 or 40 different people. You can share it with that many people. And the other day, I actually used the app to do like an upper body workout. So I ain't going to Planet Fitness soon. I'll tell you that. And I don't know how soon I'm going to be able to build a pool, but how's Planet Fitness doing today?
I haven't looked. They had earnings, and oh wow, look at that. Okay,
The
nice little
reason is they're talking about
nice little day for
they're
Planet
talking
Fitness.
about getting their rent lower. Good luck with that. But that is the hope with the stock that you're going to get some lower rent. What's sticking out to me here is 60. Oh, man, well, the highs are pretty split. I'll call $65. If this thing gets back over 65, the reason I'm saying that, there's a series of three highs, 363 to 628. So you got to kind of spread it out. So I'll say 65. This is due for another leg higher. High close in the move of the rebound, 64.23. But it's just hard for me. And I think I mentioned this on the morning show that I went to drop something off at my daughter's, and I drove
Yeah.
by like this LA Fitness and this huge, probably 30,000 square foot facility, and there was one car in the parking lot. So I don't know how these places are gonna. I mean, I want these places to come back. I want everyone to go back and work out at a gym, but whew, I don't know. I just maybe it will happen. I just don't know when.
Someone in the chat asking if anyone has any positions in Inseego. I did have
I
one.
do not.
I did. I got stopped out like a week ago. So I am no longer long that guy, but it also ripped into earnings here. So Dennis would say price to well, it's sort of off in the past couple of days, but it was price to perfection here. I'll pull up a chart. It's come off the $15 level in the past couple of days, and that's why I got stopped out. But I bought this thing actually May
It's a
6th.
cold trade.
Well,
It's a cold trade.
right. Matt Kolb, a former Benzinga employee who hyped this one for what, three
He got
years.
fired. I didn't know he got fired.
No, he just doesn't. He moved to, I don't know, where does he live now? Dallas, Houston? I'm not quite sure where he
Houston.
lives.
He's actually living in a hotel in Houston. There's
Okay.
no one in there. Um, oh,
So this is
it's
one. This is one that I actually bought this a year ago today because I had it up in my on my Fidelity account and so I bought it a year ago today and I was planning on selling it heading into the report today if it rallied, but I got stopped out like I think I got stopped out on Thursday. So
You know what? It's already rallied twice on this news. So on this good report, so they're really going to have to blow it away. I will say that if you're like a true trend follower, you'll say, hey, a stock had a move up to a multi-month high. You had to pull back to a low, a nice consolidation, another move higher if you're true trend followers. So keep an eye on that 1018 low, and if you're looking for a potential target here, let's see, what do we get up to? 14 and a quarter. We dropped a 10, $2 move. If this thing pops in after hours, I like to see what happens like 12 and a quarter, 12:30. See if anybody tries to get out there, because that would take back half of that. You had the big run up, you had the decline. That's a 50%. So that's just being on a trend following basis. I didn't check the imbalances. I didn't even have my eye on the spoos here during that 350 move. I think
I'm
we
seeing
had
I'm
a little
seeing
move.
I'm
What do
seeing
you see?
550 million to sell.
Okay. So yeah, a little spike. You went to 37.75. Still nothing there for me, folks. Monday's high was 35.75. That's not much of a number. 24.75 Tuesday's low. Doesn't look like we're going to get there in the remaining 8 minutes.
All right. Also, due to report after the close today, besides Peloton, we are waiting on a number of big names: Lyft, Wynn Resorts, Spirit Airlines, Twilio, Square, PayPal, T-Mobile. No, they're merging. They have the merger. I'm not sure that how much that. No, I guess it still matters. They merged with Sprint, right? We're also going to get Ring Central, uh, GoDaddy. I see Hilton. So, or is that that's Hyatt? So a lot of big names here. Let's look at Square. This one has been on my shopping list. I wussed out. I did not pull the trigger a month ago when I should have. And I wussed out all the way higher here. I've wanted to own this thing, and I never quite been able to pull the trigger. Let's look at Square.
This is a tough stock. It's nice. It's nice rebound here off its March lows, making a new high for the rebound, trying to get into a gap area. 68.58.6 was a prior high. How high did you get today? 69.81. I don't know, man. This thing always seems to give you a second chance. I don't know. And I'm just not real bullish on companies like Square and MasterCard and Visa that make money from doing more transactions. So I'm not going to give a lot of detailed technical analysis. Is that I'm just going to stick with my macro thesis that things are slowing down. People are not going to be spending as much money. They're not going to be making as many payments. So I don't see how that could bode well for any of these. I mean, if they're still doing stuff online and doing the transactions, I don't know how much their business is, but I just think people are going to be spending less money. So it's hard for me to give a bullish opinion on this stock.
What about Wingstop? They reported earnings this morning, did they not? And we've talked about this one on this show, the afternoon show, a couple times, and just how relentless and almost stupid the stock is. It just doesn't move with any logic whatsoever. I'll read you the numbers here from the earnings report that was out this morning. Their EPS 27 cents versus 24 cents. Sales of 55 million, which was in line with the estimate. They actually missed the estimate by a hair. Comps up about 10% in the U.S. on a year-over-year basis. It was a fine report. There's nothing bad there, but does it justify the move that's been made?
Do they deliver? That's all I need to know, because I've asked this 1,000 times. If they have a great delivery business, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna call it Wingstop, and I'm gonna say I'm glad I don't have it on my front page, because I would have definitely lost money shorting this stock. And I don't know when it's ever going to go down. I don't know how this move is justified. I don't know. They must have really good wings, and they must deliver. So they had their numbers. I will keep 2126.82. You hit that. it's not really like a big red reversal candle that you want to see because you're not lower than the open. 121.32 was the open. You went to 126.82. I'll tell you what I'll do on this one. If you're long or short, I would hawk the close today, whatever it is. 123, whatever it is. I would hawk that closing price because that's going to be the old time closing high price for the stock. If it can't hold in there 2, 3, 4 days and keep improving in that price, then maybe I'll get out the scalpel and try and short this thing. But I can fully disclose that I have not lost any money shorting Wingstop from the 50. What was the low of the move? 44.27 to 126. I have not lost a penny shorting this stock, nor have I made a penny being long. But I'd like to know. I'd like to more about their business model because I've never had one of their wings.
Yeah, I guess I should say congratulations for not shorting this thing. Good job, Joel.
I will. I will.
Yeah.
I will. Do they serve wings or is it just chicken? What the hell do they
No,
serve?
it's wings. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's Wingstop. It's in the name. It's in the name, Joel. All right, 2 minutes
All right, can
left
I
here.
just say one thing?
Yeah.
What if there's a chicken shortage?
Uh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'll tell you, it's computers buying this thing all the way up. And when someone has a system with a computer that's been buying this all the old way up, when their computer turns to a sell, then let me know because no human being is buying this stock at $123.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. All right. A couple more minutes. Let's look at a Lyft here. Lyft is due to be out at 4:05
Oh, do you have
today.
to ask me about all these stocks? I hate to sound
All right.
so
All right,
damn
all right, all right. Okay,
bearish.
fine, fine, fine. Let's find one you like. How about hey, Wynn Resorts, Vegas, baby? No, okay. Uh, it's tough here. Okay, you know what? You might like Zynga, ZNGA. Just oh wait,
What's
take
what's a DraftKings stock?
DKNG.
How's that doing?
It's doing okay since the I guess the reverse merger
You know what?
slash
I
IPO.
kind of wanted to fade myself on this one because initially I'm like, because I have a grudge against this stock from online from a failed business I had in the early 2000s. But man, oh man, this could be huge. I mean, people are not going to be going to games. They're not going to be spending, dropping a couple $1,000 on season tickets. People are going to be wagering, going to be gambling. I mean, it's the way I wouldn't fight this trend. This is one trend I would not fight. So even though you got a huge run up, a steep trend line,
I
people
mean,
are
it's been public for like a week and a half or 2 weeks.
yeah, but the chart history goes back farther. I
Yeah, but
mean,
it was a different company.
yeah, but they brought in DraftKings and they changed the name to DraftKings. That's all you need. You need a story, right?
Right, but the
It's
chart history from before the merger is irrelevant because it was a different company.
well, okay. So when did the deal go through? When it had that big pop up like 6, 7 days ago?
I think the 24th, right? That the first
Yep.
day?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't, even though this one's been a rocket ship here, I wouldn't bet against it.
All right, final minute here, final 30 seconds actually, Joel. Just kind of walk us through into the close.
Not a great close here, folks. Not a great action here in the final hour, which is all often determinative of what happens in after hours, closing near the lows of the session. Nowhere near Tuesday's low. Tuesday's low was down at 24.75. Just not a good day for the market. We tried to rally a couple times overnight. We tried to rally early this morning. So I don't know. Call it a double top up there at 28.90. And we're our first target overnight, 28.24 1/4 or 28.24 75. That was your low from yesterday. And then my next target here is 27.71. That's Monday's low. I mean, and here's a question, for closing here for people. I mean, who wants to be long going into that jobs report? I mean, we're going to 20% unemployment. I mean, come on.
Could
Is
be,
there a
yeah.
recipe for the market to rally off something like that? It very may well, but that's how I feel going into Friday jobs number.
All right, Lyft out at 4:05, Wynn Resorts out at 4:05, Peloton out at 4:05, Spirit Airlines out at 4:10, Twilio out at 4:15, Square and PayPal also out at 4:15. Those are all based on past reports, so those are the expected times of the release. Thanks to everyone who hung out with us for the past 20 minutes or so. Please remember all the information from this broadcast is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. On tomorrow's pre-market prep, we'll be joined by Frank Holmes from the Jets ETF, and he will try his best to defend the airlines in the wake of Warren doing the exact opposite. So everyone have a great rest of your day. Be safe wherever you are. Joel and I will be back with you tomorrow morning.